We are live.
We are live. That's
We
what I
are
hear.
live.
We pressed all the right buttons, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we are live.
Microphones up. Now they
Yes.
unfortunately can hear us.
I think so, unfortunately.
So welcome to it.
Welcome to it.
Yeah,
Happy
WAFB
Monday
Plus.
after Easter.
Yeah. So good weekend.
A great weekend.
Yeah.
The weather was beautiful.
It was.
You know what? I will take every bit of it.
I think we will. And
Yes.
actually today's, we'll give you another quick look here coming up. Today looks like it's going to be a continuation of that. And then some things start to change, but we'll dig into that in a quick minute.
Yes, we will.
Something that is just kind of breaking late last night and into today. This story right here, and actually our lead investigator, Scotty Hunter, is on top of it for you. Go figure.
Yeah.
But this is big time because it involves literally millions and millions and millions potentially of dollars.
And this is a big issue because we've gotten a lot of calls, a lot of emails from people who have had unemployment issues and getting their money. A legislative audit found that the LWC program, they may have mishandled and
Right.
given out at least $60 million.
40
$40 million?
Is it 400? Where are
$405
we?
million
$405
to 97,000 people.
Yeah.
So big numbers when you're talking
Yeah,
about people
huge.
who relied on that money and then people who did not qualify for it.
Right.
So Scotty Hunter's digging into that. He's reached out to LWC to see what they have to say about it. He's going to have the latest later on.
Guaranteed. So check it out online, but
Yeah.
online probably, unless it breaks at 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 9 News alert at 4, chances are the first thing you're really going to kind of see about it is right here on the website, the 9 News app. But yeah, guaranteed, Scotty's going to have the very latest coming up in those later newscasts.
Yeah.
Before this actually broke, this morning, one of the top stories, and we talked about it a lot last week because Johnny made sure everybody was going to know about it, the construction on PQ Lane.
What's cool about that is he and Callie Hubbard
Yeah.
really tag teamed the coverage this morning to really let you know what's going on because this is going to be a nuisance for the next 7 weeks. And so Johnny was telling you about some alternate routes you can take.
Sorry, that was funny.
That is cute.
That really is cute.
I wish that's what
I wish, too.
why they were building a little preserve out
Why
there.
are they shutting it down?
Yeah.
They're building an animal preserve
Because
there.
that's what we would do here
I love
in
Barn Hill,
Louisiana.
though. That's so good. Though.
Yes, they're fantastic. So Johnny was walking over some of the alternate detours you could take, the routes you can take, Highland, Seagan, that area being one
Right.
of them. But Callie was live out there physically where it's happening, and she was actually seeing some cars pass through this morning.
Right.
But tomorrow that should not happen.
No, because officially it is supposed to shut down today. And when you
Yeah.
talk about PQ, look, it was like one of the worst kept traffic secrets out there. It was that cut through that people were using and turned into a major cut through, and all of a sudden that 2-lane road is clogged up and maybe there should be 4 lanes. And so that's essentially what they're doing, but that takes a lot of work to
Yeah.
do. And then they're doing the ramps as well. So again, out there this morning, if that is your route, and it is for so many, it's not going to be there for you for the next maybe month and a half. Gorgeous looking views here from our drone, Nick Remion, but this is going to be a big
You can
time.
see the equipment out there
Yeah,
already.
ready to go.
So they're going to do that work in. Again, once it's said and done, this is phase 2 of the project. It's going to be great, but we just have
Yeah.
to grin and bear it for the next couple of weeks.
You know how we are down here with construction.
Yes, indeed.
Always living through some kind of construction down here. COVID and the virus and the fight against. The Easter weekend was always going to be a big test.
Right.
And we won't find out for a little while whether or not we've passed that test, if people really kind of paid attention still to the mitigation and safety measures, or if we just kind of went, whoa, throw the doors open.
Exactly that,
see.
yes. And it's weird because the U.S. actually reached a milestone in terms of vaccinating people. Saturday alone, 4 million people
4
across
plus.
the country. But it's also one of the biggest travel weekends we also saw across the country.
Crazy, right?
Given the weekend, obviously Easter is about family and celebrating together. So we will see how that works. But rolling into this new week, Louisiana's supposed to get a big dose of shipments from
Huge
all
number.
3 approved vaccine manufacturers.
170,000 plus of vaccine doses coming our way, and the biggest one is the one and done Johnson & Johnson. It's nearing 70,000, and Pfizer, Moderna,
67,000, yeah.
both in like the 40s and 50s, 40s and 30s. So a huge amount of doses coming our way.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Louisiana keeps that ball rolling because we do stories all the time about how many people are getting those vaccines. And
Right.
a lot of folks that first dose is in, they're waiting on the second dose. But again, actually, some huge mass vaccination sites popping up in our area.
Yes.
We're going to be focused on one tomorrow as well, but you don't have to wait. You can actually go right here, right now, find some that are going on.
Yeah, map out your week ahead. So if you know you've got to stop in somewhere, I know in Iberville Parish they're doing some mass vaccination events. So just plan your day around it because again, a lot of these places, you want to check and do your research ahead of time. Just don't show up. You need to make an appointment in a lot of these cases. So again, as you map out your week, go ahead and start here to figure out where you can go to get that vaccine.
It's weird to think about. This past few days have been just so brilliantly gorgeous in our area, right? It's almost weird to think about going back into February and realizing some of the nasty weather we went through and the freeze that we went through. But it was so bad, in fact, that this is now happening.
The governor just announced this, so more than 23 parishes, I believe, apply
exactly
and
right.
are now approved for DSNAP assistance, and a really big deal when you talk about people needing that help. Again, you don't anticipate winter storms to come through in the middle of February here in Louisiana, so this has just been approved for people to start applying for that.
Actually, yeah, beginning today, you can begin to apply for that. If you need some more information, maybe find out if you qualify, because folks in East Baton Rouge Parish do actually, that's our the parish in our area that does qualify. Head on over. It is DCFS. You can do .la.gov. That'll get you right here. And what they've done is they've kind of broken it down. You can see the application dates for all 23 parishes right here. East Baton Rouge is one of them. If you kind of work your way down, you have the application schedule. And that's going to let you know that today they've got a number of these parishes beginning, but not Baton Rouge just yet. Exactly right. So Baton Rouge is going to be part of phase 2. They're just kind of breaking it up to make sure it's not swamped. Right.
So they get overwhelmed and can't get to everybody.
So there you go. That is East Baton Rouge Parish, phase 2, and that's going to begin next Monday.
And we'll remind you again, but just as a heads up, if you do have family in some of these other parishes, really good to get the word out about it.
It's going to be important for a lot of folks. I mean, how many days were we still talking about power outages? And that means people losing food and they don't have the power to get. And anyway, all that waiting for you. The ability to log on and see what's going on. So that was February, but we are focused on the nice weather. And Jeff Morrow was in this morning with us talking about another brilliant looking day today, and then some changes coming.
So key word there, today, nice day. Enjoy it while we have it here, because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the weekend, looking like we're going to get some rain.
It looks like it. And beginning even on Tuesday, it's like 20 to 30. Thursday looks like the bigger day when you really talk about it, when you get a 60% chance. And then into the weekend as well. So come to find out, both myself and Jeff and Johnny have
same wavelength.
One thing to do today after we're done here.
Yes.
We got to hit the lawns.
Yeah. Good idea, especially because you don't know where this is going to hit, which part of our viewing area. So go ahead and get it done while you can.
I got to tell you, a quick second ago, the words "got to hit the grass" almost came out, and I didn't. I reworded that for you. I didn't want you to think that.
Look at you and your perceptive quick thinking.
Exactly. Like, what's going on with Williams
Very
right
nice.
now? Hitting the grass?
On a Monday at that.
I mean, that's just a little quick there, Williams. No. Hitting the lawn.
Yes.
Mowing the lawn.
Dad in
Mowing
action.
the grass, either way. So there you go. The forecast coming up. Now, did you watch any sports over the weekend?
A lot of sports.
There's a lot going on.
From the NCAA tournament, let's start with there, because that's what we can look forward to tonight on the Mothership, on Channel 9. Final two, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. So you get Gonzaga and Baylor, two of the best teams all season long. Baylor's only lost a couple games themselves, but Gonzaga undefeated, going for not an unprecedented undefeated season, but it's been a while since we've had one.
Yeah.
And so see if the Zags can make it happen. Their semifinal game against UCLA was ridiculous. I mean, buzzer-beating three-pointer. It was tied, so we got into overtime. But buzzer-beating three-pointer. Baylor absolutely boat racing Houston to get to this point.
Boat racing, I like that word.
Sorry,
That's good. That's good.
Just throttled them, floored them. So that's coming up. Yeah, WAFB tonight, 8:20.
8:20 is what you had this morning. Yeah.
So that's happening tonight. If you step back a little, rewind, LSU gymnastics punching their ticket to yet another national championship tournament.
Obviously, with the Easter weekend, they had shifted it up from Thursday, Friday to Saturday. And I tell you what, Matt, the first 2 days were looking a little rough.
Well, you're talking about gymnastics?
Yes.
Gymnastics. Yeah. Obviously, it was that first day. And then day 2.
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, exactly. And so then they obviously made it their second session. And then on Saturday had the ability to compete for the right to go to the national championship. They'd already come out of the crowd.
Yep.
It started with 8 teams, 4 left, and now you get only 2 left to go at the regional. And it was so close. I remember watching it with my daughter, my youngest daughter, really into it on Saturday. We actually missed the Friday. We missed the Friday.
There was a lot going on.
There really was. But they made it from Friday into Saturday, and it was so tight coming in. Where are the ladies?
They should be in there.
I
know there's a lot going in.
Right there.
Yes.
But they made it. They made it. Utah won the Salt Lake Regional, but LSU finished second. So that means they're now one of 8 teams. And it begins April 16th in Fort Worth.
Yes, we're excited for them. It's a 2-day thing, and I tell you what, Jay Clark was saying, you know what? On Friday, he was saying that it was tough, not happy with the performance, but we're going to show out tomorrow. And they did.
They did. And they had some spots, and they're going to be their toughest critic, where you're like, oh my gosh, they had some 9.1s, 9.3s. You're like, wait, time out. Are they going to be able to? It was going to be super close. All of a sudden, Kentucky was making a run for maybe that second spot. It looked like Utah was going to win it that whole time. But like you said, they found a way, and now they're making it back to another national championship tournament.
Punched
so
a
we'll see.
ticket, and they're
We'll
going to
see.
do it. So they've got this week to prepare,
Yeah.
but I tell you, some top scores on Saturday that we'd love to
You
see.
saw that 10-0, right?
Yeah, Haley Bryant,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Come on now.
We're
She's so much
vaulting.
fun.
It's just impressive
She's
to
so much
watch.
fun.
She's fun to watch, really impressive, and I hope we see a lot of that come April 16th. Yeah. Yeah. Did you also
National.
see what else happened on Saturday?
National exposure.
So Primetime was on Primetime,
Yeah, he
and
was.
Southern beat Primetime.
Yeah, they sure did.
How good does that
Time.
sound?
Look, here's it's technically, if you count all the games, Southern has won 8 in a row against Jackson State, right?
Whew.
Technically, it's 6 because the NCAA made them void a couple of those wins at the very beginning of the
okay.
win streak. So technically, it's 6 wins, but everybody knows it's 8 wins. So that's domination.
Yes.
That is the very definition of. And they look brilliant here. I mean, it was like almost 500 yards of total offense, almost 300 yards on the ground. Held the ball for more than 40 minutes of a 60-minute game.
Yeah.
They ran it. They runned it. They runned it. They ran it. It was
all
that.
of that, because we love to see that, and we
Yeah.
know with a big time game, big deal when you're on ESPN,
Yeah.
and when you talk about 2 HBCUs on the big
Yes.
channel, playing football,
Yeah.
the Boombox Classic in the spring, it was just all of these unlikely factors, and to see the Jags on a big stage like that and take it home, Coach Dawson Odoms was real proud, and he said he's
was.
going to play it back and watch it and see what they had to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And,
Yeah.
and we're talking about, you know what? Why not us? Why not us?
Exactly.
And they absolutely showed up, showed out.
Yes.
So happy for the blue and gold. So
When's the
all
next
that.
time they play again?
Well, they have a week off. The Prairie View A&M
Was
game
supposed to
was
be
supposed
this
to be this coming
Saturday?
weekend, but
Right.
yeah, that's been canceled. So the next time they're playing is actually another set of Tigers. It's Grambling. It's the Bayou Classic. A couple weekends from now. So they go from the
April
Boombox Classic
17th,
to the
right.
from the Boombox Classic to the Bayou Classic.
Right.
Up in Shreveport this time.
Yes, we will see what happens. But
Yeah.
they got a week to get ready for it. We're excited.
We
All
are.
of these
We
unusual
are.
football games in the spring, and I kind of love it.
No, I'm digging it. I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
going on, but that's okay.
Yeah,
You
we're
know,
rolling with the bunches.
Attention can get a little bit divided, but when you have to focus in,
Yes.
certainly on something this big, but huge win. So
Love
all
it.
that's going on, and so we try to make it as easy as we can for you.
Yes, we can on the WAFB
Mm-hmm.
Plus. So this is something that you can access literally anywhere where you have a streaming service: Apple TV, Amazon, Roku Fire Stick, and we try to do this we have
We
been
do,
doing it every
yeah.
morning at 9:15.
Like it or not.
But it's not just us.
No, it's not.
No.
There you see it.
Yeah.
Oh, way to go. Wait, we
It's
got more
usually
stuff up
there.
there. Yeah.
Oh no, the betrayal.
We did. We got betrayed.
Yes.
But let me see if I can.
Okay.
Let's
See
see.
if our people pop up.
Let's see. No, it's not popping up. It's not popping up. But
Well, then you just got to watch and find out.
maybe it's there.
Oh.
Maybe it's brand new. Maybe it's brand new for the people.
Oh.
Oh, look.
Wow.
It's brand new for the
There's
people.
a promo.
It's brand new for the
this
people.
We are finding this out in real time here.
Wow, you know what? This is
Yes.
the definition of a cold read. But yeah, tomorrow is the Asian Nation.
Yes.
And this is going to be a good one. Everybody down here, at one point or another, I'm sure has been to walk-ons.
Of course.
And if you don't know the story of how that began down here with
Yes.
a couple of walk-ons, it really is a brilliant story. And Johnny's talking with Brandon Landry.
Yes, tomorrow about their 50th location. When you talk about a Louisiana restaurant that started with a bunch of walk-ons to the LSU football team,
Right.
eventually ended up investing in this. Drew Brees is an investor in this.
There we go, found him.
Very good.
There we go.
He found it.
Wow.
They're celebrating the 50th opening for the location,
Yeah.
so Johnny's got
So
him
crazy.
on, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a good show.
And Brandon's one of those guys. He was always really good with us way back in the day. It was one of those, because they got going right about the same time that LSU football was running towards that first national title, not the one in the 50s, 2003.
Yeah.
And so everybody was setting up shop over at walk-ons, and they just exploded with business.
How fitting.
And every time you wanted to do a game,
Yes.
Saturday game, you're like, where should we go? Oh, let's go to walk-ons. And they're just like, yeah, come on in. And I just remember, like, I was down here for that. I was lucky enough to be
Man.
working here at that point because I'm
Yeah.
that old. I remember just going into walk-ons in this brand new place. It was just a lot of fun. The
Yeah.
atmosphere was great.
Were you wowed?
I really was.
Yeah.
And it was just because LSU hadn't had anything like that on campus before. Anyway, so Johnny's got that conversation. Should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be good.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then on Wednesday, we've got Jacques. He's always stirring something up that's cool, that's unique and different. He's always got something good.
Yep.
And then Kylie's on Friday.
Yep.
She had a real good one on this last Friday,
Yeah.
too. They're all good, but just going through some of the food. She was dyeing Easter eggs,
Yeah,
showing
all
you
of
a
it.
demo. Real cute.
I saw her walking down. We chatted in the hall just earlier
Oh,
this morning.
cool.
She's already getting everything going again
Go
and pushing
girl.
stuff out to the website, getting
Yeah.
ready for this. So a lot to offer you. Hopefully you can find it. WAFB+.
I'm overwhelmed already.
I am overwhelmed. Need a break.
Just let him take a breather.
Take a breather.
Yeah.
Until 9 News at noon with Scotty Hunter. We'll
That's
see the
it.
very latest, see if he's got any information from the
Yeah.
LWC. Between though now and then, AFB.com and the 9 News app.
Have a great Monday.
Bye, y'all. Mow the grass.